What up, guys? How y'all doing? Welcome to the channel. For you people who haven't been on this channel, please like and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 50 subscribers, so I hope you liked the video. So today, the video that I'm posting is I kind of want to talk about the car community. Um, it's been sitting in my heart lately about the car community, how everything is going, and how it's no longer about fun, but how much you can build your car and how fast you can build your car. When I was coming up, a car meet, usually the best car was a Honda Civic using a engine that came from maybe a 1987 Ford and had seats from Chevrolet Caprice and a dashboard from who knows what. And that used to be the special car, the car that won all the trophies and stuff. And nowadays the car scene has changed. No longer are there, you go to a car meeting, you see a basic car, but all the modifications made to those cars are something that you can, look upon on and say, hey, you know, this is the type of build that I would like to do, or man, isn't this a fun build, or isn't this something we can glorify, or you know, what else is there? Wow, where'd you get this couch seat from that you put in the car? Look at the shifter is made out of marbles, or the steering wheel is out of a chain link fence and stuff like that. And those are when I grew up, that was the car scene. You go out and the cars didn't make sense, but what made sense was the fun we were having. We were hanging out with friends, sometimes family, and we just go out and we sit outside all night till 11, 12 o'clock at night. And then at 12 o'clock at night, we used to move and to go. I'm from San Antonio, so we would go from Military Drive, and then we would go downtown, and then we would do a cruise around downtown for hours, and then about 2 o'clock in the morning, we went home, you know, and that was the car scene. And, you know, we didn't drink. No one got shot. No one got killed. Takeovers didn't exist. There was street racing back then, but, where I grew up at, the city was really big, and they wasn't doing housing development. So we could pretty much race anywhere, but no one was getting hurt. No one was dying. No one was getting killed or shot. Really, the most danger we had when I was growing up was drinking and driving. But that was the car scene. You went out, you hung out with some friends that you knew, and I remember this guy had a Z28, and that thing looked like shit, but he had straight piped it, and it was pretty fast, and it didn't have any enhancements on it or anything, and it was really fast. And that was it. And then I had a girlfriend who had a Ford Mustang, and she was it was a Ford Gen, and we would go out and it was straight piped, and that was it. It was stick shift, and we just enjoyed it. It wasn't really nothing to it, you know. Now, what we have and what I've noticed in the car scene now is I feel like it's like a bunch of dudes. Okay, for instance, I have an Audi R8, right? The first thing that was brought up to me when I got my Audi R8 is, are you putting twin turbos on it? Okay, first off, twin turbos for an Audi R8 for the best twin turbos is $30,000. What the flip am I doing with $30,000 twin turbos? Now, yes, I do plan on half mile tracking it. Yes, I need to put twin turbos on there. So I'm not denying that. But my problem is that I was approached at a car meet, and the first thing they said to me was put twin turbos on the car. And that bothered me because I couldn't understand why the flip would I just go and put, like, my R8 is fine the way it is. So what was wrong with my R8 that I need to put twin turbos on my R8 already? Like, that was my issue when I was at the car meet. Is the first thing this dude comes up to me and says to me is like, "Hey, put twin turbos." I'm seeing a whole bunch of scat packs, and what the people in the audience is telling everyone is that if you have a scat pack, you might as well get a Hellcat. Why can't they just have a scat pack? Like, I'm not understanding it. Maybe they can't. A scat pack is $30,000. A Hellcat is $70,000. So why in the hell would I go buy a Hellcat when I can just buy a Scat Pack that has damn near the same 392 engine? Now the Hellcats have a different engine, but why would I go get an SRT? If they both carry the 392 engine. It's just the badging and the trim is what's different between the Scat Pack and the SRT. Other than that, there's no difference. Now, I did get a Hellcat. I have a Hellcat. But I'm not mad if my friend says to me, "Hey, I'm going to buy a Scat Pack." Hey, okay, go get a shaker. Go get a Scat Pack. By all means, I'm all here for it. You know, and you know, I go to a classic car meet. I have a '65 Mustang. Every old car that is 65 and above is LS swap. It's all LS swap. All of them. They're LS swap. LS swaps everywhere. Everywhere I look, somebody's done LS swap their dang on car. And so that's what I mean by I don't understand it. I don't understand why you have to LS swap everything that you have. I don't understand why every time you turn around, you can't just have a regular car. So if you have a carburetor, well, nah, you don't want to get a carburetor. You got to do this, and you don't want to do that. And I don't understand what happened. I also have a Miata. I actually tracked my Miata at Harris Hill Raceway in San Marcos, Texas. And here comes this guy who has nothing on his Miata but a aftermarket exhaust. And so the thing about some of the raceways, I know a lot of people don't know, but some of these raceways, they have sound restrictions. So I haven't put an aftermarket exhaust on my Miata because the raceway has a sound restriction. So he comes walking up to me. Now I posted pictures of my Miata, and my Miata is a wide body. It has a wide body kit on there. Okay, so he walks up to me. He's like, "Yeah, so you're gonna turbo your Miata because you got to turbo it on to race it." No, you don't. No, you don't. If you go and enter a Miata race, none of them are turboed and have an LS swap in it. And they have race classes for a reason. But here he comes walking over to my flipping car, talking to me about what I need to have on my Miata. And I'm looking at him like, dude, you don't have any of what you're telling me to have on my Miata. So why are you telling me to have? And that seems to be the car community. Do I think it's dying? No, I don't think that the car community is dying. I've seen plenty of videos where people are like, "Hey, I think the car community is dying." I don't think the car community is dying. I think the problem with the car community right now is that it is too many people trying to tell everyone what to do with their money when realistically you can do what you want. Build your car the way you want to build your car. I would tell you now I'm in the same business of respect all bills. I do believe in respecting all builds. I don't believe that every car has to be a SEMA build. It doesn't. I have a R8. It has the bloody red seats in there. I'm happy with my R8. I have a Challenger, Hellcat. The first thing that I was asked was, is it a wide body and does it have the red seats? No, it doesn't have neither one of those two. You know what I'm saying? Now the guy who asked me, he's badass. I like him, man. Leroy, um, R2 Motorsports, amazing guy. But his question wasn't bad, but the question came because most Hellcats come with the red seats and the wide body. And so that is just my thing with the car scene is like I feel like you can no longer like I'm working on my Mustang. I have what I want in my Mustang, but I felt like that's my build and how I wanted my Mustang. But I felt like if I didn't put a four link on my car and I didn't you know, rebuild the engine, then I didn't do a good job. And that's the thing about the car scene now that I feel like it's going away with. Like, I rebuilt the engine and everything because I want to drive this car multiple times all over the place with no issues. But I felt like if I didn't do that, I was gonna be asked, well, why didn't you rebuild the engine? How come you didn't LS swap it? How come you didn't put a Ford engine in there or blah 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 or Coke? You know, and I'm like, well, I don't want to do all those things. And so my Mustang is still naturally aspirated, but I wanted stacks in my Mustang, so that's what I went with. But I just feel like that everyone is who is at these car meets or in the car community is not allowing people to enjoy what they love most. I had to drink some water, sorry. Enjoying what they love most, and that's just their build. They should have the right to just enjoy their build and what they have and what they want to do with it. Everyone can't afford R32 GTR twin turbo with a god doggone brand new rebuilt RB26 motor. Like all of that costs money. I would tell you right now, I have rebuilt the motor to my Mustang. I bought the car for $17,000. Okay, as of today, I've rebuilt the motor, redid the suspension, put brakes in and everything. I am $20,000 in the hole, which is not a lot. But everybody doesn't have $20,000 laying around. I'm $20,000. So that means that I have spent now, as of right now, I have spent $40,000 on that car. Now, I could have just bought a $40,000 Mustang, but this is what I wanted. So again, do I think that the car community is dying? No, I don't. But I do think that people need to go back to enjoying their lives and respecting all bills. I just feel like that the respect all bills portion of the car community has been lost, and everyone has an opinion, and everybody is keyboard warriors, and everybody wants everybody to do this and do that. And I just think that we should just enjoy what we have most. So, anyways, I hope you love this video. Like and subscribe. Send me your feedback, any feedback at all. Thank you, and it's greatly appreciated. Peace.